Okay, you've got the big idea, you've spotted a promising opportunity, or maybe you've recognized a breakthrough technology, one that you've either built yourself or that you're scaling. The question now is, what do you do with it, and how do you take those first steps towards turning it into a commercial opportunity? The short answer is you need to share and demonstrate the value of your idea. Put it into practice in a controlled and manageable way. We all understand the importance of protecting intellectual property and maintaining confidentiality, so it's not about broadcasting it to the world. However, you have to step outside of your own bubble and start validating what you've created. This is really important, and it needs to happen as early as possible. I recently met with a young entrepreneur who, from my initial assessment, had an innovative idea and a promising business model. The concept was designed to enable individuals within a specific geographical region to exchange skills for services, a modern twist on the traditional barter system, where goods and services are traded directly for other goods or services without involving a cash transaction. The entrepreneur had created a decent online platform. He developed an initial brand identity and even developed a beta version of an app designed to facilitate the transactions in a marketplace. Having secured initial funding, they were now poised to pitch the idea to potential investors in the hopes of raising additional capital. I remember these early conversations clearly. The idea and the vision were really appealing, but the reality, in my opinion, was quite stark. Very few providers were listing services, and there was almost no exchange between providers and potential consumers. On top of that, there was no strategy that was present to demonstrate how they would drive acquisition on either side of that equation. In short, it was a really interesting concept, but without traction or proof of concept or a scalable business model, it wasn't remotely investable. This example reinforces a crucial lesson. To take an idea forward with confidence, or for an idea to attract investment and scale successfully, it must be proven to work in a real-world environment. Without tangible evidence of usage and a clear strategy for growth, it remains firmly in the ideation phase, no matter how innovative or exciting the idea may be. Without some form of proof, there's a significant risk of staying trapped in the idea stage indefinitely, or worse, securing investment only to push forward a concept with a high likelihood of never getting off the ground. For many, proof might look like a pilot phase, where you test the concept in a real-world setting, working out the kinks and understanding how it performs. Some of us may opt for market research, both qualitative and quantitative, to gather insights from potential customers or industry experts. In other cases, simulation studies or prototype testing might be the right approach. Whatever method you choose, the core principle remains the same. How does your idea sit with potential users or consumers? This testing platform should give you the insights and the confidence needed to determine the commercial viability of the offering. A proof of concept is often misunderstood as something that has to be overly complex or elaborate, but it doesn't need to be. At its core, a proof of concept is simply about demonstrating that your concept works in principle. Skipping a proof of concept or a similar phase is really like gambling on an unknown outcome. It's not that different to spinning the wheel or playing another round of cards, hoping that eventually the winning numbers will appear. As entrepreneurs, we often fall in love with our own ideas to the point where we risk investing too much time, money, and energy, effectively gambling on a future that's uncertain.